To make these fun Halloween cups, you need to start in Design Space and create a vinyl sticker. The ones that I chose already, I'm going to go into Upload in Design Space. I found these ones and I searched Halloween SVG files and I found these ones and they were free. So I'm going to insert those. And you can buy them on Etsy if you want. You can make your own, or you can Google something to see if there's anything you like. But I just found these, not that they were pretty cute. So since they turned up so big, I'm going to go down to the bottom here and make my screen a little bit smaller and move them so they're individual. And then I'm going to make them smaller themselves. So I clicked on this one. I'm just going to use the arrow and make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't matter what size it is right now, just to make it a little bit smaller to work with. And then with the last one. And then I can go back and make my screen the full size again. So I'm going to start with this one, More Booze Please. I thought that was kind of cute. And sometimes when purchasing or downloading an SVG file, sometimes you can ungroup the whole image, and sometimes they only let you ungroup certain pieces. So I have not played with this yet, so I'm not sure. So I have my file selected, so I'm going to go to Ungroup. I'm going to see maybe if they come all, okay, good. So they all come individually, which is nice. Sometimes I think with this one, it looks like it's all attached right here, so I can't change this. And the reason I want to change this or ungroup it is to change the color. So I'm going to select Booze. And the first thing I'm going to do, since they're all individual, is I'm going to go to Attach. And then that's going to make it, when you cut it, it'll cut out all as it looks and not just the letters individually. So since I have it selected, I'm going to go up to the color box and I'm going to change it to purple. So there it is. So since it's all one image already, the next thing I'm going to want to do is hide this part. So have it selected, and I'm going to go up to the little eye up here where it says Attach, and I'm going to click on it, and that's going to hide that one. So the reason I do this is so I can select this part, the rest of it, and then attach it. Because again, if I didn't do that, it would have cut out each letter individually instead of one whole piece. So the next thing I'm going to do is unclick out, go back up to this part Attach here, and then click on the little eye, and it's going to bring it back. And if I would have just done it, if I would have selected it all and attached it, it would have taken away the purple part here. So now it will cut out the Booze on a purple, and then it'll cut out the More and the Ghost and the Please the way that it looks. So to finish this one, I'm going to select it again, and I'm going to change the size. So I'm going to select it and then go up here to the little lock, and then I'm going to change it to what I want. My particular one is going to be a 3 by 3. And we'll see how that looks. Good. So that's already all done, so I'm not going to do anything else with that. So I'm going to start with the next one. And this one, I think I'm going to have problems with the D and the hat, but we'll see. So I selected it. I'm going to go to Ungroup. And you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because I want to change the colors a little bit. So we'll see. So yeah, you cannot take the hat off of the D. I was kind of hoping you could, because I would have changed the hat or the drink. Maybe I'll change the witches, which comes all together, which is kind of nice. Maybe I'll change it to orange. So with it selected, I'm going to go up to the color box, and I'm going to change it to orange. And I see that the eye dot did not change, so I'm going to go up and change that to orange. But since you know that it didn't change the color, you want to select all of it, making sure that you get the dot for the eye and attach it. So that will cut out as one whole piece as well. And you could change this, well, these are individual too, so you could change the whole thing to purple, but I kind of like how the hat is black. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to select this, the drink up, and then attach. So that will cut as one whole piece. So the orange down here will cut out as one piece, and then the black will cut out as one whole piece. So again, I'm going to select the whole image and change it again. So I'm going to go up to Unlock, and then change it to my width and height, which is 3 by 3. So this one is done as well. So we're gonna move on to this one. My broomstick runs online. I just thought these were really cute. So again, same thing, select on your whole image, ungroup, and we'll see what parts are detached. So I'm thinking I'm gonna change the broomstick part to brown. So I'm gonna click in the first part, go to my color box, go to brown, and the little dot here, do brown, and then the last one, brown. And again, you don't have to do this, you can change it to whatever colors you want. I just think orange and purple are the colors for Halloween. So maybe we'll see how these come out. Okay, these are individual as well. So what I'm gonna do is select the my, making sure I just get the my, and click attach. And that will cut out one whole piece. So I'm gonna change this one to purple and see how it looks. And maybe we'll do, and then we'll change this whole thing to orange. But again, it only has broom and then S. So it would cut out broom and then tick separately. So the same thing, you want to click on the whole thing, making sure that you're not getting the my, and then attach. And then you can change the color to whatever you want. I'm going to try orange and see how this looks, orange and purple together. So the same thing with the runs. I'm going to try careful. Whoops, didn't want to do that. So I'm going to go back a second, push the back button. Maybe I will hide this one just so I can grab these pieces. So with it selected, you see it here, I'm just going to hide it. So then I can easily grab that. But actually, I'm going to hide this one as well, just so I can make it as one whole attached piece. So I'm going to select it, go to attach, change it to the purple color, and then I'm going to bring back these pieces. So it's just the same thing. You want to click on where you hid them. So there they are. And then the last one looks like it's all attached. We will see. I don't think the E is. So I'm going to go in and attach the whole thing. Hopefully it'll get the I. So I'm going to select it, go to attach, and go up to the color box and change it to orange. And again, the I did not select, or the dot on the I. So I'm going to select the I, change it to orange, and then make sure I select, make sure I select the whole thing. So I did that. I'm just going to click this button up here and it's going to go back. So if you make a mistake, you can easily push the back button. So I want to make sure that I get the I, or the dot, and I think I did there. So I'm going to attach it. So when it cuts, you don't just get the I alone. It's all one file. You can see it here. It's all attached. So I think I'll do the same thing as I did over here, so that my purple will cut on one page, so I don't have to figure out on the cup where to put it, which you can, but it's just easier if you cut it out the way that it looks, if that makes sense. So I'm going to get rid of this broomstick, so I'm going to hide it here, and I'm gonna get rid of the wine, so I'm going to hide it there. Whoops, that was just the eye, so you got to make sure you grab the whole thing in the eye. And there might be an easier way to do this. This is how I know how to do it. So I'm going to click on the broomstick part. I'm going to hide each one of these. And I will show you why in a second. And I can find this one there. So again, everything's hid, so I will select this and I will attach it. And this is how it's going to cut out on my paper. So I don't have to find on the cup where to lay it. So now that I have this part all attached, I'm going to find it. See if it'll bring me to it. There it is. And I'm going to hide this. Whoops. Hide this part. And then I'm going to find the other ones that I had hid. So there. So that's all one. And then I think that was it. So I'm going to go back and hide this one actually again and find the broomstick. And then I will cut that out as well. There. So I will select that part and I will attach that. So it'll cut out as one piece. So then I will go back and find every piece that I had hid and bring it back. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to leave a comment below, and I will do the best to answer. So I'm just bringing everything back that we could see it again. There we go. So again, if I was to highlight this and attach it, it would make everything black. So I don't want to undo what I just did. So I'm going to do the same thing. I selected it. Select your whole image that you want to do, and then change the size that you want. So I'm going to go up here and unlock it and do again 3 by 3. And you can do it whatever size you would like or whatever looks best. So maybe you want to play around with it a little bit, because this one looks a little small. So I'm actually going to, it's unlocked, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and see what that looks like. So that one looks better. So I am going to go ahead and cut this out, and I'll weed it out and I'll show you what it looks like. But remember that the colors are going to go the same on the same page. So all the black is going to go together, all the purple and all the orange. But if you do it this way, it'll just make it easier when you place it on your cup. You don't have to individually line up all the words and all that, so it'll make it much easier. But I will cut this out and I will weed it, and I will show you the next step. Okay, so here's my stuff. I weeded out already. It turned out really well. Just have to make sure I keep them together. So here are my cups. I purchased these from the dollar store. You can also get these at Walmart. I think there's a little bit smaller than normal ones, but it was $1, so I grabbed a couple of them. So I'm going to use some alcohol and a paper towel, and I already washed up my cups. But before I put my vinyl on, I want to make sure I clean the surface really well to get rid of any little hairs or dust or anything that might be on there. So I already washed these, but I'm going to just do this on each one where I'm going to put it, and then I'll let it dry. There. So as these are drying, I'm going to take my transfer tape and put it over my image. So because there's 2 pieces to this, I'm actually going to pick up the second piece first, and then I'll place it over the other one. So I like these lines on here because you can kind of match it up with the lines. And you can use a scraper if you have one. Sometimes I like to just push it with my fingers and get it, and I flip it upside down, and then I just peel the back off. So here's this piece, and then I'm gonna line it up with this one as best as I can, which I see I cut off a little bit too much on the end of this one, so I will do the best that I can. So there, so then I already have, then it's matched, so I already have it all together. Let's see if I can find my tool. Okay, so I found my tool, my scraper, so I'm just going to scrape it really well. And I probably should have used a bigger piece of transfer tape, but that's what I had left over. So here it is. I'm going to carefully peel it back. There we go. There it is. And I'm going to take my cup, and I want to leave enough space at the top, so kind of line it up, making it straight, and then starting at the middle, I like to push outwards. There. And just make your way all the way around. And then I just push it really hard with my fingers, making sure that it will stick in every spot. I think that's pretty good. So starting at a corner, you just want to carefully pull back, making sure no little pieces come up. And I like to reuse my transfer tape, so I'm going to put it on my other cup and save it for later. But if you have any little spots that are coming up, just use your finger and push them down. But there you go, if you can see that one. Turned out pretty cute. So I like that one. So I'm gonna go to the next one and do the same process. More booze, please. So I'm gonna do the same process. I'm gonna take the purple one first. Maybe I'll do it this way so I can line it up a little bit. So I know it's gotta be kind of in the center. So I'm gonna take my purple piece and use my scraper. Scrape it really well. And then peel off the purple. Could have scraped a little bit more. There we go. And then go right over this one. So this might be the hard part where you try to figure out exactly where it goes. Because once it's stuck, that's it. Just about there. And then again, just take your scraper and scrape it on. And you can certainly do this one piece at a time. Like if you just wanted to put your black piece on here and then go back with your purple, you can most certainly go ahead and do that. I just prefer to do it one at a time. I mean, all at once. Just carefully peel back. There we go. And this is probably the hardest part for me, is just lining up correctly. So again, you want to leave yourself a little spot at the top. And then again, once you have it, oops, stuck to my finger. Once you have it, you just want to gently push outwards. Oops, that one didn't stay very well. And then work your way up. Okay, so here's this one. More booze, please. That turned out pretty cute. Here's the finished cups. I think they turned out really well. If you like this video, please subscribe and thumbs up.